Identify the zeros, wholes, and vertical asymptotes. Well, if you're given a rational function, you're probably going to have to factor stuff out. A zero exists when you have a unique factor in the numerator that's nothing like the denominator. A vertical asymptote exists if you have a unique factor in the denominator that's nothing like the numerator. And a whole exists if you have the same thing in the numerator that you have in the denominator. So what we need to do is we need to factor all this out. So the first thing I can do here is I can factor out an x, which leaves me with x squared minus x minus 6. And as you can take a look at that, we're not done. I can factor a negative 3 out from the bottom here, the denominator. That leaves me with x squared plus x, oh, didn't mean to do that, x squared plus x minus 6. The x still lives out here. Factoring this further, two numbers that add up to negative 1 and multiply out to negative 6 are going to be x minus 3 and x plus 2. Now don't get your hopes up. Okay, the number down here, negative 3 is still there. The numbers that add up to positive 1 and multiply out to negative 6 are going to be x plus 3 and x minus 2. I have 5 x's floating around. Let's figure out what each important number is before I start labeling these things, okay? We need to figure out what number is going to make each x factor equal to 0, okay? Well, if x is all alone, x equals 0 will make that 0. X minus 3 says if I were to make x equal to 3, I get 0 there, so 3 is the magic number. Negative 2 would make this factor equal to 0, so x equals negative 2 is the magic number. Negative 3 down here would make u equal to 0, so negative 3 is the magic number. 2 is the magic number down here because that makes u 0. Now let's go through each of these and label which is which. Again, if you're looking upstairs and it's unique, that's going to be a 0. If you're looking downstairs and it's unique, that's going to be vertical asymptotes, and anything up or downstairs that's the same is going to be a whole. X equals 0 is nothing like everything else. You're a 0. X equals positive 3 does not repeat. Close, but not the same, so you are also a 0. Similarly, x equals negative 2 does not repeat down here, so you're a 0. On the bottom, I don't care about negative 3. There's no x. Ignore it. X equals negative 3 here, though, does not repeat upstairs. You're a vertical asymptote. X equals 2 in the denominator doesn't repeat up here. You're also a vertical asymptote. So I have 3 zeros. Okay, and those are x equals 0, 3, and negative 2. I have 2 vertical asymptotes, and those are the equations, x equals negative 3 and x equals 2. I have no wholes, so this right here is going to be my answer.